नमस्कार नमस्कार नमस्कार। मेरा नाम है राजीव कुमार बजाज यानी आर के वी। मैं हूँ इस वक्त एडवोकेट प्रदीप नंबियर जी के साथ। प्रदीप जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर, नमस्कार।
वंदे मातरम।
वंदे मातरम।
और प्रदीप जी और मैं दोनों हैं नेशन नाउ पर, और नेशन नाउ कहाँ है? हमेशा आपके साथ। आप सबको जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भवानी, जय शिवाजी। और जैसा कि क्योंकि आप कर्नाटक के चुनाव होने वाले हैं कल, 10 तारीख को वोटिंग है, 13 तारीख को रिजल्ट है, इसलिए जय बजरंग बली। प्रदीप जी जय बजरंग बली।
जय बजरंग बली।
ये जय बजरंग बली का जो नारा है, इसने तो भाई पूरी पिक्चर ही बदल दी। अभी तक तो बिल्कुल फर्स्ट क्लास चल रहा था, कांग्रेस का जबरदस्त चल रहा था, बिल्कुल ऐसे लग रहा था कि डी के शिव कुमार साहब की सिर्फ ताजपोशी होनी जो है वो बस बाकी है, बाकी सब फर्स्ट क्लास है। लेकिन अभी मुझे लग रहा है कहानी में थोड़ा सा ट्विस्ट आ गया है। इस वक्त बीजेपी की आरती पुगावकर जी हमारे साथ हैं। आरती जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार बजाज जी, नमस्कार प्रदीप जी।
नमस्कार नमस्कार।
नमस्कार।
अरे look at that, she's looking
She's
so
so
nice.
lovely.
Look
The
so
background
nice.
is-
Look at that background, so lovely. It's wow, how
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Really lovely. That lighting is so lovely. You guys in our studio, take a look at that. Look at that lighting. Oh God, this is fantastic. It is better than professional lighting. आरती जी आपको नमस्कार और जय बजरंग बली।
नमस्कार
जी।
आपको भी जय बजरंग बली जी।
अब क्या है कि जय बजरंग बली जो है वो अब नारा बन गया है हर जगह के लिए। पहले अभी तक ये लग रहा था कि कांग्रेस बिल्कुल फर्स्ट क्लास तरीके से जीत रही है कर्नाटका, और कहानी में ट्विस्ट आ गया। मोदी जी ने जाकर के, मुझे लग रहा है, तो पूरी कहानी पलट दी। आरती जी आपको क्या लग रहा है, कर्नाटक में भारतीय जनता पार्टी जीतेगी या हारेगी?
Sir, if you ask me as a cadre, then I'll definitely say that yes, Karnataka, BJP will surely win because the
By
Mahol
with how many seats, ma'am? How many seats are you
which we have
winning?
seen since campaigning days, that is clearly depicting victory of BJP.
Fantastic. So how many seats are you winning out of 240?
Maximum.
Maximum is 240 out of 240.
We aim for that.
But really,
50%, more than 50% surely.
so you'll be able to get a majority on your own. That means you won't need anybody else. Is that what you're saying, really?
Yes.
Isn't that lovely?
But sir, आरती जी जो बोल रही है ना, I mean that is perfectly because 2024 general elections के लिए BJP is planning 100% in various states like योगी आदित्यनाथ अगर 100% वहाँ पर हो गया 80 out of 80, that planning 80 out of 80, but it could be anywhere in the last. So if they get all these seats, probably तो ही 320, 330, 340 पार होगा। तो आरती जी जो बोल रहा है कि 100% होगा, तो आई एम श्योर दैट बीजेपी एजेंडा इज टोटली दैट। एंड आरती जी जिस प्रकार से द अनफिनिश्ड एजेंडा जो कर्नाटका में मोदी जी ने बजरंगबली को इन्वोक किया, अमित शाह जी ने यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड को इन्वोक किया, और उन्होंने 4% रिजर्वेशंस के बारे में बात किया, मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशंस, religious based reservations is totally unconstitutional. That is what Amit Shah said. So I think the agenda is going to be carried forward to the next general elections. How do you see that, Aarti ji?
You see, whatever Amit Shah ji have said in Karnataka, if we consider their Karnataka situation, then it was apt there. What he has said, you have just said it, what he has said, that 4% reservation is unconstitutional. And if Congress is still promising to increase it from 4 to 6%, then whose haq is basically, Congress is trying to take out and give it to that extra 2%. So Amit Shah ji have commented about that, and yes, about uniform civil code. It is an agenda of BJP. We want to bring uniform civil code in India.
No, I'm very surprised. Aarti ji, I would like you to go back a little bit. You are part of the cadre of the BJP. I'm sure you must have read a little bit of history of the BJP, and prior to that of the Bharatiya Janata Sangh and the RSS. Everybody does it. I know for a fact that, when you're appointed a spokesperson of the BJP, you have to go through a very rigorous process where your orientation takes place and you are told everything. Now, I'm somewhat shocked because I've been a journalist now for years. I mean, I don't even remember how long I've been a journalist. Now, the point is, the Uniform Civil Code or the implementation of a Uniform Civil Code in India has been part of the Bharatiya Janata Sangh's agenda. and carried forward by the BJP. So why are people so surprised that they are talking about the uniform civil code today? आरती जी ये बताएं कि इसमें हैरानगी की क्या बात है? ये तो बीजेपी का एजेंडा है, जैसे राम मंदिर एजेंडा था, रिपील ऑफ आर्टिकल 370 एजेंडा था, दोनों के दोनों प्रॉमिस जो है वो मतलब पूरे किए, वादे पूरे किए गए, और अब यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड है। और चौथी चीज जो श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी का सपना था कि पाकिस्तान अधिकृत कश्मीर जो है वो वापस हिंदुस्तान में आएगा गिलगिट बाल्टिस्तान के साथ, यानी 1947-1948 में जो फौजी एक्शन के द्वारा धोखे से भारत से छीन लिया गया वो वापस आएगा। Now, why do people act so surprised and shocked about the uniform civil code? Aarti ji.
Exactly. So that is what I am trying to say, that this is not something new which BJP is saying, keeping in mind Karnataka's election or upcoming parliament elections, right? So this is something which BJP is saying since Jansang,
Yes.
right? Whatever our leaders, whatever our founders have said,
Yes.
me being a BJP cadre or we as a BJP, we are trying to take that forward. And as you rightly said, that there were other promises, few are met and few are yet to met, and BJP is in line and on the way to meet the promises.
Yes, but do you think the uniform civil code will have a lot of resonance among people? I know for a fact that people want it, but
For all good things, this thing happens.
yes.
Aarti ji,
We have to wait for it.
Modi ji's biggest charge was the Congress is provoking foreign countries against India. That's a big charge. And what Sonia Gandhi responded that we are trying to protect the sovereignty of Karnataka, for which Election Commission has already issued a notice to Congress today. तो ये जो चार्ज मोदी जी का है, how grave it is, because that's a serious charge. The Prime Minister saying, because he is sitting in the place of responsibility, when he's accusing the Congress of aligning or provoking foreign countries against India, it is a very serious charge. How can you elaborate on that a little bit, Aarti ji?
Pradeep ji, if you definitely you'll be remember that I had joined you over a nation now
Yes.
for discussing BBC documentary,
Yes.
right? So that itself was an example, right? We can call it as an example where how Congress is trying to portray India outside and how Congress is basically part of it, where the country's image is being damaged and Congress is silent over that.
Even Rahul Gandhi meeting Chinese officials, and a lot of transactions taking place. Because as on today, China is the biggest threat on our border, more than Pakistan. On Indo-China border, we have a lot of problems. Jai Shankar, our external affairs ministers, pointing out China, telling that how serious the threat is, and everything is not right on Indo-China border. And he told the West also, our external affairs minister, that your problem will not be our problem until our problem is your problem. He said that you have to pay attention to what's happening between India and China. It's a serious problem when India-China is concerned. And Prime Minister accusing the Congress, you got an element of Chinese element also within that, Aarti ji.
Yes, we have seen that. See, it is not started now. We know that, before COVID pandemic, since that time only we are trying to, we are observing this, how China is trying to, supersede or overpower India. And they are putting all the efforts in that particular case, and how Congress is trying to reciprocate positively to them, right? So their efforts are in altogether different direction.
In fact,
When we are
if I remember
expected to and we
correctly,
were required to stand together, right? That
Yes.
is not happening from their side.
now over here, Aarti ji, if I remember correctly, the Congress party signed an MOU with the Chinese Communist Party. There is a memorandum of understanding which was signed between the Chinese Communist Party and the Congress Party at the Chinese embassy in Delhi, that the two parties would cooperate with each other. This is on record, it's a signed document. Now, whenever anybody asks the Congress about it, the Congress replies in a very wishy-washy manner. They don't really reply. Why do you think they needed to do that? Why? Aarti ji.
See, Congress has always taken decisions, whatever decisions they have taken, we really need to check whether how favorable they were for India, how beneficial they were for India. So, on same line, they are trying to take all the decisions. So, this is one of that decision, actually.
Yeah.
जी प्रदीप जी
Ardiji, in Maharashtra, Dev Fadnavis ji, accusing and targeting Pawar, Sharad Pawar ji, saying that NCP is 3.5 district party. And what presence, even today he reiterated the stand that they said they don't have a statewide presence in Maharashtra. The Sharad Pawar issue was something that ignited within the party and died down within the party or renewed itself within the party. It doesn't have a big significant effect across Maharashtra. All he has done is able to keep his rebellion together, rebels together intact, keep this unity of his party intact and establish him as a supreme leader. How do you see Dev Fadnavis's this statement, the 3.5 district party, NCP? I mean, it's a very startling. Sharad Pawar also is being startled by that.
Okay, Pradeep ji, before answering to you, I would like to congratulate Devendra ji first for bringing back our students from Imphal. We know what is happening over there and bringing back students, who were there from Maharashtra. So
yes
he
yes
have succeeded in bringing them safely in Maharashtra. So through Nation Now, I would really like to congratulate him. And as you asked that, what is the status of NCP, right? So Sharad Pawar ji, I have a due respect for Sharad Pawar ji. But again, if we talk about NCP, we have seen that how from national party, from national party to now it has become a regional party, right?
Exactly. Yes, yes.
District party हो गया है. So obviously ये जो चीजें हो रही हैं, it is an outcome of how NCP is trying to lead, right? So that is why what Devendra ji is saying about NCP and Sharad Pawar ji is somewhere has some meaning to it.
And how do you see this refinery protest by Uddhav Thackeray ji? Just Prakash जा रहा है बोले, I will not allow the Ratnagiri refinery, Barsu refinery. You need to talk to the people, first stop the work. Aditya Thackeray on the rampage, Uddhav Thackeray going there in Ratnagiri and all the Konkan areas, talking to the people, igniting that kind of fire, which I think Rane Saab and the industrialist Uday Samant all opposed, saying that we want the refinery. Here's Uddhav Thackeray saying, no, you can't have the refinery there. And the letter probably says was, what kind of explanation the letter that he goes on. So how do you see the entire refinery issue, Aarti ji?
प्रदीप जी, आई थिंक मुझे लगता है उद्धव जी को इसके बारे में एक ब्रीफिंग लेनी बहुत जरूरी है. आई थिंक ही हिमसेल्फ प्रोएक्टिवली कैन अप्रोच द कमिश्नर एंड ऑल द डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफिसर्स एंड टेक ब्रीफिंग अबाउट इट, because when I talk about Shinde Fadnavis Sarkar, what I have seen so far that they are trying to take every step very cautiously. If we talk about environment, if we talk about the hapus mango it's produced, at the same time we talk about fishing and all other things. So I just would like to cite an example of Jamnagar refinery. Okay, we are talking about 2-3 decades back when Jamnagar had refinery, and post that आज हम देख रहे हैं कि वहाँ के मैंगोज भी एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं, फिशिंग भी बहुत अच्छे से चल रही है. So when Uddhav ji is trying to oppose this refinery projects, or for that matter any development project, he needs to be very clear on what grounds
but he
he's trying to
himself had
oppose.
suggested Barsu.
Again, I want to add one more thing here. If
जी
he says that the localites are opposing to it, okay, देखिए जब मुंबई गोवा ट्रेन जाने वाली थी
जी
महाराष्ट्र से,
कोंकण
तो
रेलवे
उसको भी
जी
लोकलाइट्स ने बहुत अपोज किया था,
किया
राइट?
किया
सो अगर उसका वो अपोज हम कंसिडर करते और मुंबई गोवा ट्रेन नहीं करते तो आज हम कहाँ होते? सो वी रियली नीड टू थिंक एंड टेक वाइज डिसीजंस.
लेकिन लोकल्स ने प्रोटेस्ट नहीं किया था मैडम. वो आरती जी, I still
नहीं,
remember
Uddhav
I was
ji
the
is
editor of the
trying
Daily.
to portray that he is with
जी
locals and locals are
वो
opposing it.
वो बस
And
वाले
that
जितने
line I am
थे,
trying to say.
वो बस ट्रांसपोर्टर्स वाले जितने थे, जो लग्जरी बसेस वाले थे, उन्होंने वो प्रोटेस्ट ऑर्गेनाइज करी थी. I still remember.
Correct.
And
Correct. I know what has happened in Barsu. Barsu, he could not land his helicopter. He had to go to Solegaon.
लेकिन बारसू तो उन्होंने खुद ही सजेस्ट किया था.
Exactly. He wrote the letter. He wrote the letter to Prime Minister
Yes.
stating the benefits.
Yes.
How this land is most useful for refinery project.
Yes. और
I
यहाँ पर
remember
कोई
that.
रहता नहीं
He
है.
wrote the letter. He stated why this land is most convenient and good for refinery project.
और उन्होंने ये भी कहा कि यहाँ कोई रहता नहीं है, there's nobody here,
जी जी
nobody lives
जी
here.
जी
So very difficult. Really, really
yes
truly speaking, so Mr. Devendra Fadnavis and Mr. Eknath Shinde actually have a very difficult job. Really and truly speaking, क्योंकि आप खुद ही जो हैं पहले रेकमेंड कर रहे हैं कि भाई वो रिफाइनरी जो है उधर से निकाल करके आप यहाँ पर ले आइए,
exactly.
और जब यहाँ पर लेकर के आते हैं तो आप खुद उसको अपोज कर रहे हैं, तो मतलब फिर उसे उसके बाद बातचीत क्या हो सकती है, मेरी तो समझ के बाहर है. मतलब व्हाट कैन यू टॉक.
सर इसीलिए मैंने कहा कि he needs some briefing and our officials are all they will be happy if Uddhav ji approaches, and even officers can approach him if he really needs a briefing over this
और तीसरी
refinery
बात क्या है जो
project.
प्रदीप जी ने आपसे पूछा, तीसरी बात क्या है, that there is a problem about creating jobs. आप हमेशा ये बोलते रहते हैं कि भाई जॉब्स नहीं है, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ गई है. अब ये प्रोजेक्ट जो आएगा ये कोई 4 लाख करोड़ की कोई के 5 लाख करोड़ की कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट है. यहाँ पर 1 से 1.5 लाख लोगों को यहाँ पे काम मिलने वाला है. अब यहाँ पर आप काम रोक रहे हैं, मतलब कुछ जरा समझ में नहीं आता. मतलब हाउ डू यू अप्रोच दीज गाइज, व्हाट डू यू डू? Very difficult. What do you think the BJP is going to do over here? What do you think Mr. Fadnavis and Mr. Shinde are going to do with regard to the Barsu refinery, ma'am?
I would also like to remind you one more thing, that we talked about the letter
Yes.
which Uddhav ji wrote to PM.
Yes.
There he had mentioned that how GDP will also grow if refinery project will come in Pokhran, in Barsu, how it will help in growing the GDP also.
By
We're talking about
8.2%.
employment, right?
I
We are
remember
talking
the,
about
ma'am,
overall development.
Aarti ji, I remember the figure also. He said by
Yes.
8.2%,
Correct.
which will
8.2%.
which will add 2% to the national GDP.
national GDP.
That's what he
Yes.
said.
तो इतना अभ्यास उन्होंने उस वक्त किया था.
जी.
So I don't know suddenly what has happened, and he is not worried about the employment. He is not worried about the youth, Kokankar. He is not worried about that, and what is triggering and why he is opposing now.
Why do you think he's opposing?
Let's not talk everything.
Why not? Please go ahead.
Yes.
We are a free forum.
See, we know how there are reasons why along with 40 MLAs Eknath Shinde ji have
Ji.
left Shiv Sena, Uddhav ji, right, and now they are all together. We know how during COVID, COVID centers were basically set up, and there were no patients. Where the money has gone, right? So there is a chance कि इसमें भी अभी विरोध करने के लिए कुछ ना कुछ कहीं से आया होगा या कुछ, तो वो उद्धव जी ज्यादा अच्छे से बता सकते हैं.
कि मतलब विरोध करें और उनसे फिर बातचीत हो, कहने का मतलब ये हुआ.
हो सकता है.
देखिए ये पुराना तरीका है कि पहले विरोध कीजिए, फिर बातचीत के द्वारा शेक हैंड कर लीजिए. और शेक
पर
हैंड
सर
में
ये तो अलग हो रहा है. पहले सपोर्ट किया, खुद सजेस्ट किया, अभी विरोध कर रहे
जी.
हैं. अभी फिर शायद थोड़ी देर में मान भी जाएंगे तो हमें ये चेन समझ में आ जाएगी.
लेकिन आरती जी ये बताएं कि अभी तक गोइंग बैक टू कर्नाटका, बिकॉज कर्नाटका इज द मेन इशू राइट नाउ, और कर्नाटका के जो भी परिणाम आएंगे उसका बहुत बड़ा प्रभाव महाराष्ट्र पर ही नहीं पूरी देश की राजनीति पर पड़ेगा.
बिल्कुल.
अभी तक जितने सर्वेक्षण आए हैं उन्होंने दिखाया है कि कैसे कांग्रेस आगे. एग्जिट पोल्स अभी आएंगे, एग्जिट पोल्स तो खैर अगले मतलब 11 तारीख तक आ जाएंगे वोटिंग के बाद. As soon as the voting finishes after 5 o'clock, the exit polls will be out. Then we'll come to know what the real picture is. But till now, the picture that was being shown was that the Congress is winning and the BJP is behind. तकरीबन जितने भी polls आ रहे थे. Do you think all these pollsters are all wrong? Do you think, because usually the BJP is always ahead in all polls, in all these surveys, ज्यादातर बीजेपी आगे होती है. ये पहली बार मैं देख रहा हूँ कि बीजेपी जरा पीछे है. इसके पीछे क्या वजह हो सकती है मैम?
नहीं सर, अभी पोल क्या बता रहे हैं उससे ज्यादा मैं आपको बता सकती हूँ, बिकॉज फ्रॉम मुंबई ऑल्सो good number of people had gone to Karnataka for campaigning,
Yes.
meeting people.
Yes,
So
we know.
from their experiences, when I have communicated with them, तो लोगों का बहुत अच्छा प्रतिसाद है. People want BJP to come in because they understand if they want development, right, there is only one option, and that is Modi ji. तो अगर हमें मोदी जी को लाना है, देन we have to consider BJP, we have to consider BJP candidates. तो वो माहौल है, and we have seen during the road show of Modi ji, during the sabha of Amit Shah ji, people are excited. So let's see, sometimes polls may go wrong, so let's see.
Right. And over here, I think the Congress has also helped you. कांग्रेस ने बहुत मदद करी है ना आपकी, मतलब एज यूजुअल
जी
उनको
हाँ।
उनको जहरीला सांप बुला दिया, ना जाने और क्या क्या कुछ बुला दिया। फिर बजरंग दल को बैन करने की बात हो गई, जिसकी वजह से आप लोगों ने हनुमान चालीसा हर जगह पे शुरू कर दी। अब तो मैंने सुना बजरंग दल और विश्व हिंदू परिषद जो है वो हर जगह पर हनुमान चालीसा का पाठ कर रहे हैं, जहाँ जहाँ पर। तो ये इसके पीछे क्या माजरा है, मतलब ये जरा मिस्ट्री समझाई जाए कि जब भी चुनाव होता है उसके पहले कोई ना कोई कांग्रेस का शख्स आपकी मदद कर देता है कुछ ऐसा बोल करके, कि आप लोग उनको ब्रीफ करते हैं कि ऐसा बोल दो, या क्या होता है मतलब?
नहीं सर, उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती है, क्योंकि क्या है, जब आपके पास डेवलपमेंट के बारे में बोलने के लिए कुछ नहीं होता है, व्हेन यू डोंट हैव एनीथिंग टू टॉक अबाउट यू नो पीपल, देयर ग्रोथ, देन यू फाइंड आउट सच थिंग्स. If I talk about Bajrang Dal doing Hanuman Chalisa or about anything else, BJP is a Hindu party.
जी।
Okay, and we do all these things. So we don't want any, we don't have to have any occasion to recite Hanuman Chalisa. तो वो उसमें कुछ नया नहीं है, बट वो करने के लिए कांग्रेस अपनी तरफ से हर बार कुछ ना कुछ निकालती है, एंड देन हो जाता है फिर.
और यहाँ पर जो डीके शिव कुमार जी जो सबसे ज्यादा अग्रसर थे बजरंग दल पर पाबंदी लगाने के लिए, उन्होंने अब कहा है कि वो कर्नाटक के हर जिले में हनुमान मंदिर बनाएंगे, ऐसा उन्होंने कहा है।
अच्छी बात है सर.
So you know the Congress is accusing the BJP that you are saffronizing the elections. Modi ji आए बजरंग बली, योगी जी आए हनुमान जी बजरंग बली, then Mr. Verma from Assam Chief Minister आए, he is saying you need to check the DNA of DK Shiv Kumar and Siddaramaiah because Tipu Sultan Jayanti, Tipu Sultan है ये Tipu Sultan, yeah. So who's actually playing the communal card? They say BJP says Rahul Gandhi when he had the Congress Yatra, Bharat Jodo Yatra, as soon as he entered Karnataka, first he talked about Tipu Sultan, and then he turned towards Maharashtra, he talked about Savarkar. So actually, who's saffronizing? कौन communal card खेल रहा है आरती जी? Whom do you think? Is it Rahul Gandhi, the Congress, or the BJP with PM Yogi Adityanath, Mr. Verma? कैसे देखते हो आप इसको?
सर, आपके सवाल में ही जवाब छुपा है. As I said that BJP is always a Hindu party. So I start saying Vande Mataram, I say Jai Shri Ram, I say Bajrang Bali ki jai. So BJP is Hindu party, right? So अगर BJP के लीडर्स ये बोल रहे हैं तो ये है, उसमें कोई दो राय है ही नहीं. तो when we talk about Rahul Gandhi, when we talk about the issues how he is bringing up, right? तो आपके सवाल में ही जवाब है सर, कौन ये करने की कोशिश कर रहा है.
लेकिन चलते चलते आरती जी ये बता दें, इस वक्त हमारे साथ है आरती भोगांवकर जी, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की प्रवक्ता, वेरी यंग एंड डैशिंग spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party with a lovely background at the moment. Oh God, I'm so impressed with that background. I really want to know where you got it from. Now, do tell us, give us a number. How many seats do you think the BJP is going to win, according to you? Out of
It will be too
240.
early. It will be too early, but
Because you need 121 for
Yes.
a simple majority.
yes,
So how many are you going to get? 121, 130, 140, 150? How many?
more than 50% surely, Bajaj ji.
More than 50% तो 121 हो गए.
It will be early to talk about exact number. Let's wait, and we will get the exact numbers.
Right, thank you very much. Great
Thank
pleasure
you.
talking to you. And thank you
Thank you,
very
sir.
much for looking so cheerful and nice and,
Thank you.
and lovely. Thank you
Thank
so
you, sir.
much. Namaskar,
Thank
Vande Mataram और जय बजरंग बली.
जी. जय श्री राम.
जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. No, that was nice. So the BJP